before me certification from the clerk that this meeting is in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Roll call, Madam Clerk. Freeholder Beasley.
Present.
Freeholder Bobadilla.
Present.
Freeholder Clark. Here. Freeholder Gill, absent. Freeholder Johnson.
Present.
Freeholder Luciano, absent. Freeholder Owens, absent. Freeholder Vice President Sebo. Here. Freeholder President Watson. Here. At this point in the meeting, we'll call on District 2 Freeholder Beasley of Irvington to bring greetings to members of the public and on behalf of the board. And we also ask Freeholder Beasley to introduce any Irvington officials present and in attendance and invite them to come to the mic. Freeholder Beasley.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. Certainly like to welcome all those in attendance to the Council of Irvington. Freeholders have established over the years, moving around through various municipalities and having our meetings. Irvington is one of those municipalities that each year covers family and all that we're here. And it's really effective in bringing government closer to the people so that you can see how the freeholders conduct our meetings. Be able to address the freeholders on various things of importance to you. Certainly in the township of Irvington, we have the pleasure of having President Aziz, a number of our elected officials, particularly our mayor, our new mayor, Mayor Tony Clark. We also have in attendance a number of councilmen. I'm looking at more than 4 on here. President, but we have our Council President, Annette Frederick. We have our Council Vice President, Renee Burgess. And we have our Council Second Vice President, Sandra Jones. And our Councilwoman at Large, October Hutley. And we have West Ward Council Member, Fern Collins. And we're not going to ask her to say something, but I'd like to acknowledge our soon-to-be, freeholder at large from the Township of Irvington, Ms. Levy Jones. And again, I'd like to also thank the administration and those members who are in attendance for allowing us to utilize our council chamber. And at this point, I'd like to invite the mayor if he would, have some words.
Well, I won't be too long, everyone, but good evening.
Good evening.
You want to come to the microphone?
Yes, please. Thank you.
You can tell it's already not our meetings.
Well, I want to say good evening to everyone and welcome to the new Township of Irvington, where our motto is no more excuses. We're going to get things done here in the Township of Irvington. To the Freeholder Board, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's going to be a pleasure working with you over the next 4 years with our dynamic council that we have assembled here, and of course our standard bearer, the Honorable D. Bilal Beasley. We look forward to serving all the residents in our community. So thank you and God bless you.
Probably have no excuses is represented on the advice and consent of the council, and I'd like to recognize our council president, Shawnette Frederick.
All right.
Good evening. Good evening. As the president of the council, I would like to welcome the Freeholder Board and all of you here in the Township of Irvington. The new administration mission is to enhance our quality of life in the Township of Irvington to be clean and safer. With our limited budget, I know the county will have to play a greater role in this mission to keep our county road and our park cleaner, using the state police officer to make it safer, With that being said, I'm so grateful to have our freeholder Beasley and the freeholder board has been understanding the need of the township of Irvington. I welcome you and hoping that we'll continue to work together. As you heard the mayor, there's no more excuse from the new administration, including the council members, to continue to work hard. With that being said, thank you for coming and welcome you and hoping we'll continue to work together. Thank you.
And Freeholder Beasley, what a warm, warm welcome. I mean, we go around the county and we get what nice welcomes and all the council people look at us and smile, but I feel especially blessed this evening to be in Irvington, the way you have welcomed this board to take care of the business of the county. So again, thank you for allowing us to be here. Madam Clerk, are there any transcripts to be approved?
Madam President, there is one. And that transcript was the conference board meeting of June 25th, 2014.
Freeholders, do you have any questions or comments at this time on conference board meeting of June 25th? No questions, then do I have a motion and second to approve the transcript? Moved by Freeholder Johnson. Do I have a second? Second by Freeholder Beasley. A roll call, Madam Clerk?
Freeholder Beasley?
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla?
Yes.
Freeholder Clark? Yes. Freeholder Gill, absent. Freeholder Johnson?
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano, absent. Freeholder Owens, absent. Freeholder Vice President Seabold?
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson?
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, Madam Clerk, let's move to the public comment session. On agenda items, tonight's meeting is a combined conference board meeting, and we will vote on every item on the agenda. So if there's any member of the public who would like to comment on any agenda item, please come to the microphone and state your name and affiliation for the record, and you will have 3 minutes to speak. And that would be on any issue that the board would be voting on the agenda this evening. On the agenda at this time.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Donna Jackson, North resident. I have a question on Resolution 17 and Resolution 18. First question would be, this is a Learning Link program. I would like to ask the county if you guys can monitor and review the contracts that have already been given and what their successes are. I'm encountering too many participants, recipients, who are going through these programs and not finishing. We're not paying people $95,000, $100,000 as other contracts go up into the millions for these Learning Link programs after we give the TABE test and people are not improving. So before you award this, I know you're going to vote on it, I know it's going to go through, but I'm going to caution us and ask us to review where we are with the previous contract. Because I'm telling you, recipients and participants are not completing, are not getting diplomas, are not getting GEDs, and I think we're throwing money away when we don't hold these providers accountable. Secondly, on Resolution 18, the Department of Workforce and Labor Development for Youth Symposium Career Exploration. Again, a review of what we are currently doing, what youth we already have in this program, because I'm quite sure this is not a new contract because it doesn't say that. What happened with it last year? We have too many children encountering and coming through not only our youth programs, but also our judicial system. And these programs are supposed to enhance all of that. That is not happening, and we need to review and see what's going on with current programs before we approve, particularly these two contracts, and then read the rest of the agenda. But I would like to pay particular attention to those, as they should be enhancing and growing our community, and that's not happening at this point. Thank you.
Very good, and thank you, Ms. Jackson. Normally, you know, the protocol of this board, we don't respond to residents while they're at the mic. We will definitely respond to you. You know, we always respond to residents when they come before this board with the answers, but you may get your answers during the discussion of the board when the administration present the explanation, and I'm sure they will include in their explanation some concerns that you might have. But in the meantime, we will also respond to you in writing. You will receive an answer to your question and your comments. Do we have anyone else from the public? Okay, Madam Clerk, then we have no one else. Is there someone else? I'm so sorry, I didn't see someone else. Yes. Will you please state your name and affiliation?
My name is Teresa Trapp. I'm a resident of Verona, and I'm also the treasurer of the Hilltop Conservancy. I'm here to speak on agenda item number 13, which I think is resolution number 3. It has to do with a consulting services contract for Dan Bernier. He is the subject matter expert that the county uses to conduct its annual deer sharpshooting program on the Hilltop and South Mountain reservations. Just wanted to express, as treasurer of the Conservancy, for our volunteers, as well as for the residents of the local area, that we continue to support continued deer reduction to reduce the deer browse damage that's occurred in our few natural space. So we are still every year removing far more deer from the reservation than the reservation should have, which kind of gives you an idea. If you are removing 50 plus and you should have 5, you're still removing 10 times more than you should be there. So I don't believe Mr. Gill or Mr. Luciano here tonight, but Freeholder Bobadilla is here as well, and he's a member of the Deer Population Reduction or Population Management Committee. And last year we supplied a binder of deer information on deer population dynamics, control methods, and costs. And the Conservancy, as well as again local residents, do support deer sharpshooting as probably the least expensive and the most effective method to control deer population presence.
And thank you for your comments. And if we will review your comments if we need to respond, or if you're requesting any type of response from this board and administration, we will be sending you the response to your concerns within the week. Thank you again for your concern. Do we have anyone else from the public? Please come forward. And please state your name and affiliation, and you have your address, and you have 3 minutes to speak.
Rodney White. I'm a resident of Irvington. I'm actually the president of Residents for a Better Community. I'm actually on board with the 6249 Avenue Resident Association under the direction of President Ms. Fisher, Gladys Fisher. Our regular meeting was tonight for our community meetings, but we were so excited that we brought our meeting here. And I'm excited with this new administration here in Irvington, and it's so great that we have you here now. And things that we saw that's happening, we appreciate to it, and we would hope that this chosen freeholder works with this mayor so we can truly make Irvington the best that Irvington can be. And we thank you, and we just anticipate that you're going to truly work with this mayor and make not only Essex County, but talking selfishly, Irvington better. And we know we can do it. Thank you.
Very good, and thank you for your concern, and thank you for attending the meeting this evening, and hopefully you will get something out of the meeting the agenda that we will be entertaining this evening. So again, it's good to see so many residents out. Beasley, if we had prizes for the residents that attending our meetings, I think Irvington would be the best, would be at the top of the list. Just come forward, please, and state your name and affiliation, and you have an address and that business.
Thank you, Ms. Watson. I just want to ask a question. This comment session sticking to the agenda item?
Did you state your name first, please, for me?
Donald Jackson, North New Jersey, board member, school board member. I wanted to ask before I begin, is this session just pertaining to agenda items? Or?
No, I'm going to call for any items, any comments that you would like to make after I complete the agenda items.
Okay, so this is just agenda items, right?
So you'll come back?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, do we have anyone else who would like to speak on agenda items at this time? Okay, then if we'll move then, Madam Clerk, we'll go ask for comments on any issue. At this time, we will entertain any comments on any issue. Please come to the microphone and state your name affiliation for the record, and again, you have 3 minutes to speak. Just come forward.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening again, Ms. Watson. Donald Jackson, 2 Cedar Street, North Board of Education, board member. I'm actually coming to you. I just want to talk to you guys briefly to discuss the challenges and the hurdles that the families of North Public Schools are going to face in September. I know we've seen the news and read the newspaper articles, but I don't think we understand how severe things have become in North Public Schools and how, unfortunately, it's going by too quietly with all levels of government. I'm just asking that if I can get a response in writing to hopefully have your support in supporting the board and the families of North Public Schools who are coming out against the One North plan and the transportation plan in the city of North that the superintendent has proposed, because it has absolutely no community input whatsoever. It has no input from families. The superintendent in the district has proposed to send students from McGraw Avenue School, the South Ward, and send them to Raphael Menendez in the North Ward. To send students from Alexandria Street School in the West Ward, which is approximately, say, maybe 2 miles across Sanford Avenue here, and send them all the way to Hawkins Street School down in the neck. Unfortunately, the district did not pay attention and did not listen to the cries of the community and did not look at the impact that it was going to have in terms of convenience. The district has inconvenienced the families, the district has ignored the families, and it's now time that we help our constituents in the North Public School system and fight the One North plan. So again, coming to ask for support from this body. We as citizens of North, families of North Public Schools, do not support the One North plan, and we're asking for help. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Just before you come to the microphone, I need to check. I think we sent letters to the state from this board saying that we were not in support of what the state. Could you pull that for me and then make you send a copy to Mr. Jackson to let him know that we have already started to let the state know that this body is not in support of the new one plan. One new plan. Thank you. And again, I want to commend you. I remember you coming to the mic and you were a little boy talking about issues, and especially with the schools, and you're still an advocate for the residents, the students, and Newark public schools. So I want to commend you. I like to see young people stick with what they believe in. You want to come to the mic?
Good evening. My name is Leslie A. Simmons. I'm a resident here in Irvington.
And you have 3 minutes to speak, I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. And I just have a few concerns. Our children are going back to school in a few weeks, and we have some areas where there are no lines in the crosswalk. And this was a problem prior to school ending, and I'm still riding around Mount Vernon Avenue School, Augusta Street School. You don't see the lines in the crosswalk, and people already don't pay the children any mind with the crossing guard there. And, you know, we just don't have any type of boundaries there. And I think it's important, it's a safety issue. I'm also concerned with the fountain in Irvington Park. The last meeting I attended, I asked when the apparatus that makes the fountain, that, you know, so the pond could be clean, when it was going to be put back in. I was told at that time it's being worked on. That was before the summer started. We have been now almost the entire summer without that, and it does make a difference in the park. It makes a difference when you have to live across the street from, as I do. And it's another way of keeping everything clean. It's not being done. It's like our park is, when I ride around in the park and I look at Montclair and I look at It's Essex County, so why is Irvington being forgotten? I don't understand it. And, you know, I had a problem the other day where I woke up at 6:25, this was on Tuesday, to sirens going off intermittently, and the sheriff's department yelling, Augusta Street residents, move your car by 7 or we'll be towed. This is 6:25 in the morning. Keep in mind that the day before, about 9:30, 10 a.m., they hung signs on every tree from May Street to Lyons Avenue, clearly visible and legible, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., no parking. And even along the fences. And this is something that you wake up to at 6:25 in the morning. Yet, when they need to be there, when the park is closed and making rounds and going through, you can't see anybody. Nobody patrols the park. Maybe if we have an incident or something like that happen, you'll see them for 2 weeks, then they disappear. They don't even slowly pull out, they just quit. Safety is an issue, cleanliness is an issue, our children's safety is an issue when it comes to the crosswalk. Simple things. And I'm hoping that this administration, and as well as this board, you know, take the time and do something about it, because it concerns me. And
You want to sum up for us? We have 30 seconds to just get finished.
I'm summing it up right now. I just pray that what needs to be done gets done.
Okay, normally, as I stated earlier, we will respond to your concerns, and we will respond in writing. I just need to make sure, where you talked about the coastline, that it is a county road with the line. So, yeah, make sure we get the exact location so we can respond to the resident.
Good evening, freeholders. Welcome to Irvington. I'm Sandy Jones, Southport Council member here in the township, but I'm here with concerns as the chairperson of Friends of Irvington Park. As Leslie just said, the aerator was removed, I guess maybe May. We were told it was stolen, and then we were told that it was going to be replaced. We were told that like in June. The aerator is still not there. And we really want to know when it's going to be put back, because it circulates the water, it keeps the fish alive, and we now have a huge storm over the water. So we really need you guys to consider having that aerator put back. Okay? I know that I have to hurry up. So that is our biggest concern. As Leslie said, we do have a problem with the sheriff's offices not patrolling the park on a timely manner, and we do need that to be done also. Thank you.
Yeah, as I stated, we will receive comments, responses from your comments from all departments, and we will submit that to you in writing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your concern. Do we have something? We have, come to the microphone. I have the lady, and I'll call on you next, okay? Just come to the mic, please. State your name and affiliation and your address, and you have 3 minutes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
To the board. My name is Lily Nash. I live at 624 9 Avenue. My issue tonight is right across from Don Diner. They have a stop sign, but people do not stop. They continue to drive their car. All right, they continue to drive their car. If I'm coming through that area at that time, I will help somebody across the street. But the only thing that I'm telling you, could you please put a stop sign right across Don Diner? Thank you.
And thank you again for your comments. We will respond to you. Please come forward. And please state your name for the record.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Franklin Reed. I reside at 46 Duran Place. I've been in Irvington as a resident for 37 years, 1977. So I've been around this whole area for a long time. Our biggest issue is about the loitering and litter to come together, even though people may not see it that way. I know they have laws out in Jersey about you can't push people out there with that loitering, but it's really been a problem because all through our neighborhoods, communities, we're having a problem with that. Because if people hang on the street all times of the night, which we know the police can't go so far with it, but it's causing problems. And in the morning you get up, you got trash everywhere. In the neighborhoods as well as the main drag, like Springfield Avenue, Clifton Avenue, and this is like trash in the town too at the same time. Okay, they're saying like you can't just ask people about being out there. That's causing a problem because it goes from loitering to littering, and the next thing is the crime. In the last month, we've had about 4 or 5 cars that were broken into on our same street, which we didn't have in the past. Now we got people allowed to be out there all time of night, 11, 12 o'clock at night. I understand the policemen are short with personnel. Okay, I can't expect them to be everywhere. They all walking the street now, they're walking the beach. It's great. We have no problem with it, wearing Duran, Wilson, Ross. But this is a real problem for us. You know what I mean? 12, 1 o'clock at night, shouldn't be people out there hanging out like that. Not really all over the streets and places that we shouldn't have allowed them to be at. So we're saying, what can we do? We got to respect the laws, understand, but certain things are hurting us at the same time. They don't have cans out there. Even when they have cans, people are just throwing trash everywhere. That's a bad thing, because you know why? Then you got to get the town people, which is the workers, to clean up behind them. We haven't abandoned problems with garbage, because half the guys that are doing that, how would I say, subcontractors, not picking the garbage they should. They leave a lot of trash behind them. All that's all over the street. Everything's like a dump right now. I'm being honest. It's not right. All up and down the residential areas as well as the business district. There's trash everywhere. And then the enforcement of the code law. That's the problem. They talk about taxes, enforce some of those laws, and you bring money into this town without hitting the taxpayer's pocket. People saying, I'm paying $12,000 a year, $11,000, and what are they getting for it? You're not even getting the good service that you're supposed to get. And that's true. Anybody that wants to go against it, that's up to them. But I know that's the thing. We're paying a lot of money for tax on a quarterly basis, but what are we getting for the service?
I ask that you sum up. You have 30 seconds.
Okay, but I'm just saying, certain things need to be enforced and shown to help the people and not hurt us with our pocket. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your comments.
George Harden.
And you have...
I'm sorry that it's speed bumps. Okay? They have been doing it. And it's stopped a lot of accidents because people starting to drive more better now. It's slowing down. And I talked to a lot of the residents in Irvington. And, they're talking about, speeding cars going down the streets. The gentleman just talking about loitering. You have, guys coming to loiter on your porch. Get them to smoke weed, do other things. It scares the other tenants. And that's a big concern.
Okay, again, thank you. If your comments is related directly to county government, we will respond to you in writing, and if not, we will send your comments to your municipality so they will know that you have the concerns that you have. There's some jurisdiction that the county that we have, and then some is your municipality. They are responsible. But we will respond, and our response would be to send your complaints or your concerns to the, if it's the county's area, then we'll respond. If it's the municipality, we'll follow your concerns to the municipality. Thank you. Hi, your name, affiliation?
My name is Peggy Houston, and I'm a resident of Irvington, New Jersey. I'm proud to be a resident. But I'm here because I'm speaking on behalf of my daughter, which is here. Her name is Irvington Houston. About 3 years ago, my grandson was shot here in Irvington, unfortunately, and he died. My daughter was working with the Board of Education here in Irvington for like 8 years, 9 years. And she left town because she could not cope with what happened with her son. So she resigned from the board. And she couldn't stay here no longer in the town. So she came back. I told her, I said, come on back and try and see if you can make it. She came back here in the town of Irvington. She tried to get her job back. They kept telling her no, 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 no. She has children. She's got to feed her children. But still, they're still denying her of getting her job back at the board as a security guard. And I just don't understand this, you know? She's back here now, and she's trying to cope with it. She had counseling with Reverend Ron. Reverend Ron said she's okay now to get herself, you know, back to work and everything. That's it. And I'm just have some concerns about that. And she's living with me now, you know. She wants to branch out on her own and get a job back. You know, she want to eat too like everybody else, you know. So I don't know what else to say.
Thank you for bringing your concerns to this board. And again, if it's a municipality concern, we will send your comments that you presented to this board to your municipality to let them know that you have concerns.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do we have anyone else from the public who would like to speak on any? Please state your name, affiliation, address, and you have your name.
Donna Jackson, 128 Smith Street. Let me complete that story. It's very hard for a parent when they lose their child. I come to this freeholder board for the last 15 years talking to you guys about murdered children in this community. This mother is back. She is on welfare, and they are restricting her to an activity for the summer when she's going to return to work in September. She's being sanctioned now because she's not doing the activity, because she's going back to work next week. So why should she go to an activity? She has her diploma. She's already trained. She's an Irvington school security guard. Now, Irvington dropped the ball. Irvington smacked her in the face. Her son got killed right behind the Supremos, and they did nothing for this woman. So she had to leave here. She took all her pension money out, and she went to North Carolina. Her mother encouraged her to come back. She can't even stand up here, so I'll do it for her, because that's my job. Full of anger, full of sorrow, no